Hello there, friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Ree. Today we're enjoying a timeless pick a card reading. We're asking Spirit for a message you need to hear right here and right now. Before we get started, just a quick reminder that I'm an intuitive reader, so I rely mainly on the downloads I receive as I feel the energy of the cards. I use the visual cues from these cards in conjunction with whatever messages I'm channeling or getting from Spirit in order to provide the message they want you to hear today. So that's how I do it. I've already lit the candle and started the incense, so let's do some sound clearing. And that's how I like to start all of my readings. Alrighty, so let's welcome in the energy of the cards. So for pile one, do we get a card? Do we get a card for pile one, Spirit? Could we get a card for pile two, Spirit? Could we please get a card for pile two? I love this one. And lastly, a card for pile three. Spirit, could we get a card for pile three? And it is this one. All right. So let's do something a little different. Let's see what each pile has. For pile one, we have the Amanita card, Conduit. And for pile two, we have the Angel's Trumpet, Death. And for pile three, we have the Dragon's Blood, Anima Mundi. Okay, and for each of these, have a crystal. So for pile one, I have this fluorite, sort of tumbled stone. Not polished, a bit of abrasion, but nice and rounded. Good bit of weight to it. For pile two, I have the Mukite. Again, it feels like slightly tumbled. Beautiful colors. And for pile three, an amethyst. Kind of free-form amethyst. So here we are. I'm going to give you just a minute to go ahead and pick which pile you'd like to choose for today. And once you've chosen, go ahead and click on the timestamp below in the description to watch your reading. And remember, if you are drawn to more than one pile, go ahead and watch that too. Because this is a reading for a general audience, sometimes you'll find your personal message kind of woven throughout the different piles. And you'll see the pattern, your intuition will bring it together, and that's the message for you. Alrighty, I'll see you in your reading. All right, Paula, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Amanita card. This is Conduit. And also the fluorite. And I'm getting awareness right off the bat. Awareness, the purples in the card. The purples on here with the greens. I'm feeling this has to do with intuition also. Like a conduit, perhaps your conduit for the divine. I get a real spiritual feel to this. Like the veil is thinning and you're feeling it more. You're feeling your connection to nature, to spirit, a lot more. All right, so let's get a few more cards and let's see what else Spirit has to say. What message do you have for pile 1? Spirit, what message do you have for pile 1? Oh, I think 4 cards there. What message do you have for pile 1? Spirit. What message do you have for pile 1? Spirit, what message do you have for pile 1? And Spirit, what message do you have for pile 1? Okay. So let's see. Let's start with this one. We have Temperance. Just such beautiful. I love both of these cards. Very magical feel to it. Conduit. There's the conduit. Things are flowing. Spirit is calling you in. Yeah, I feel very, very spiritual message to this. All right, we have the King of Pentacles. More fall-like symbolism there, apples. We have the Star. And we have the Three of Wands. What I'm noticing in these cards here, these 3 cards here, are the stars. The stars. All right. And then we have, again, the King of Pentacles. If things been a little slow moving for you, you feel like things are coming to fruition now. The Nine of Cups. I'm sorry, the Nine of Pentacles, not the Nine of Cups. We have the Lovers. Things are coming together. And we have the Star again. Doubling up here. Let's put that here. King of Pentacles energy. And then lastly, we have the House. Tradition, stability, and safety. Okay, what am I seeing here? I think I'm gonna pull one more card here. one more card for pile 3. It is the Fox. Again, that's very similar to the Lover's card. See that? Coming together, but this one bringing it full circle. I really do feel like this connection to spirit, to source, to the divine, something you've been working on spiritually. You're about to reap the rewards of the work that you've put in for the harvest is feeling that that connection to source. Now, even in this one, she's handing apples here, apples here, apples here. I'm sure she's probably eating apples. Just kidding. Yeah, mystical, very mystical feel to it. Kind of like you're feeling that hope and joy that comes when you connect to source. That you've been looking for that, and you're finally feeling it. I feel you're probably feeling satisfied, but there's more to come. I mean, that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that there's more to come. You're kind of just on the verge of it. You're receiving now. You're receiving from spirit. And this is in regards to the spiritual. This is in regards to your connection to source. Can we get a bit more? A little bit more for pile 1. What is it that they need to know right now? Yeah, I feel like you were definitely felt like, well, here, let me show that to you first. You definitely felt like, things had stalled for a bit. You're waiting. You're like, what's going on? You've been working on this transformation. You've been working on this rebirth. Yeah. You've been working towards this. And so when's it going to happen? I think there's slight impatience here for things getting going, but I feel that you're there. You're right there. Okay, like signs and synchronicities, just waiting. Open your eyes to the message. Perhaps you're expecting something like big, and like you see in the movie, something real. Like mind-blowing, right? But when you connect to the divine, it's not always like that. You have sometimes it's in the little things. We get synchronicity. How perfect. Signs and synchronicities. And if you look at this card, you see the moon, big moon, and then you have all the little ones around it. And it's the little ones that are there that perhaps you're not seeing just yet because you're waiting for that one. Look for the little ones. Be open to what spirit is. And your spirit guides are like, hey, we're here. You are connected. Every day is not going to be like, I read your mind, or I see this, I see the beloved dead walking through my room. That may not be something you want to see every day. But look for the little things. Look for the connections when you're out and about in nature, right? If you or the words in a book, the words of a song, something someone says to you, you're like, oh, hey, yeah, that's what I had in my meditation earlier in the day. You know, Spirit was showing me this image of a record player, and then I'm listening to a song and they're talking about recording things, or you know, the messages in the tune of the lyrics of the song. You know, just look for those types of connections, those type of patterns, and it will reinforce that feeling of you're there, you're getting there, you're opening up, it's happening. And I'm gonna say, maybe come back to, I haven't done the reading yet, but I'm getting this feeling like pile 3 might be something that you want to take a look at. Okay, one final message. One final message from Spirit. Anything else for pile 1? Spirit, do you have anything else for pile 1? And I'm kind of getting the urge to go grab the Book of Answers. I'm going to pull this card. Let's see what it says. Fire magic. I'm thinking you can, to help this feel a bit more real for you, or to let me show this to you first. In order to provide more of that feeling of connection, right, to the unseen, rituals may help. Working at things like energy work, where you're pulling energy in together to your hands, and imagining it there, feeling it. Work at that. Work at that. You'll feel, and it'll help you to feel more energy in the world around you. As you go out in nature, as you walk down the street, you know, you might already be pretty empathic, but you're not recognizing that that's what it is. And these types of maybe doing ritual and feeling that it's like this very sacred feeling, this reverence. That's how I feel. That's how I feel my connection. And practice feeling it throughout the day, wherever you are. You know, if you're sitting on the bus, you know, feel that energy. Feel it in your hands. Put your hands, you know, if you open your hand up like this, picking up an object, what do you feel, right? Start to recognize that, and that will help you feel that connection more often. And it's little things. It's not always a big, huge thing, which may have brought you to this in the first place, to this current path that you're on. But the little things are important too. And now let me go grab that book, and let's just open it and see. I think you have a question that you're looking for the answer for. So let me go ahead and get that book. All right, so let's see. What does pile 1 need to know? What is the answer to pile 1's question? Let's see. How perfect, right? Pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the little things. All right. I think that probably answered your question. And this is the message that Spirit has for you today. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and like the video. And if you haven't already, you can subscribe to the page and enable notifications to find out when there's new content on the channel. If you'd like a personal reading, the only place I'm doing it is on my Etsy shop. They're a lot more in-depth. I usually write out my readings, and that allows me to sit and channel a lot more. This actually is pretty new for me, doing video readings. So I'm grateful that you're bearing with me as I learn to speak the messages as I receive them. This is growth for me. You know, this is part of the little things that I'm working on. But anyway, so the only place that I do my readings are through my Etsy shop. You could do the Right Here, Right Now reading, which is very similar to this pick a card reading. But I also offer other things, ancestor readings, past life readings, amongst a few others. So thank you so much for sharing in a little magic with me today. I appreciate you joining me here on this reading, and stay curious. Attract the wonderful and feel that magic. Feel that magic every single day. Sending much love to you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey there, Pal 2. Welcome to your reading. So you chose the Angel's Trumpet, which is death and transformation, and the Mukite. And what I'm getting here right off the bat is I feel like there is this, you are shedding something, shedding old skins, shedding old behaviors, habits, but perhaps you're feeling a little unbalanced in this. I mean, most transformations are, you're feeling like, you know, the unknown makes you feel unsettled, right? A bit unsettled. I think the Mukite is here to help ground you. It's a good grounding stone that I've found. I feel that it's a good grounding stone. I think it would be a good grounding stone for those here in this reading for Pal 2. So, and I also see it like, I put it this way because it reminded me of the trumpet flowers, reaching down, creating, you know, if you think of this as a tree, creating stronger roots, reaching down, creating stronger roots, grounding, centering. It's going to help in the process. And then, you know, there's all three card readings. Haven't gotten to Pile 3 yet. But Pile 1, a lot of a real spiritual feeling to these readings today. Yeah. So if you are drawn to the others, go ahead and listen to them and see what messages stand out to you, see what resonates, and then like I said at the start, you know, you're kind of weaving your own little pattern. You're finding the pattern and weaving your own little message that's going to be more personalized to you, since this is really general, and I'm getting a lot of different things coming in, but I'm trying to keep it general. All right, so let's see what else we have for your reading today. What else does Spirit have for you today? Let's see. Let's get our cards. So what does Pile 2 need to know, Spirit? What message do you have for Pile 2? What message do you have for Pile 2, Spirit? What message do you have for Pile 2? What message do you have for Pile 2, Spirit? What message do you have for Pile 2? I think this and this. What message do you have for Pile 2, Spirit? Let's go ahead and choose that. One of these and one of these. Message for Pile 2, Spirit. Message you have for Pile 2. Okay. I've just pulled cards without really thinking about the layout. And I think part of the message is, you know, kind of just rushing into something without thinking it through. But that often brings some very beautiful outcomes, surprises along the way. And maybe that unknown of, instead of instilling fear, change the current there, change how you look at it, and think of all the surprises that Spirit and the universe has for you along the way. So that just came through, and let's go ahead and see. Yep. It feels like a tower moment, this transformation. You're ripping out those foundations to build something new, right? And I think that's how you got to this point, to this reading even. That unsettled feeling. It's a big transformation for you. And there are a lot of fears. There are a lot of fears about what's to come. And let's just see what the universe has. Allow it to happen. We have the Five of Cups. Yes, that feels like, you know, you're looking at what you've lost, but not what you still have. Right? And what does the water bring? The water brings new growth. Look up, look and see what's there. Something beautiful. And you have the Death card again, transformation. But again, all of these flowers, right? I see the lily there. I think of peace with this, right? Peace, moth of transformation. You're bearing your soul, bearing the innermost part of you as you go through this transformation. But it's sweet. You can smell the flowers. You're growing something beautiful as you go through this. We have the Two of Cups. It says love on there. Partnership, harmony, peace. I kind of feel like this is not another person. This is you. You're bringing yourself back together. You're bringing all the authentic parts back together. Integrating it within yourself. Male, female energies. And it's a beautiful, beautiful card. The Three of Pentacles. Enterprise, success, talent, and teaching. What I feel like is there's a lot of learning that's occurring as you go through this transformation. And all of this experience that you're gaining will be something important in the future that you're going to be able to share, that you're going to be able to help others along the way. The mushrooms in here, this is in pile 1. I think I said it previously. Pile 1 might have a good message in there for you. Just go ahead and check it out. And we have, this is the King of Swords, clarity. Gaining clarity in the situation. And the Eight of Swords. But still still working through some of the what's the word I'm looking for? Perception, views, understanding. That you don't really fully understand what's going on yet. But you will. You will be soon. And I think that's what the King of Swords here is. You're recognizing that you can cut away the things that bind you, these things that are holding you down, keeping you from seeing the beauty of the process. And we have the Herald, change, transition, and movement. Look at that cat. She looks so proud of herself, so confident. Going out, moving forward. She's got a bow and arrow, right? You're hunting for something. But the thing with this type of hunting is you go out there, there's no guarantee of success, but with patience and perseverance and practice, you come to that. You come to mastery, right? You come to, and part of mastery is really understanding what it is that's happening, what it is that you're doing. And I want to note the number 17 there, I think. That might be important for some of you. And lastly, the Four of Pentacles. And I always see this as, you're kind of holding on to the last vestiges. holding on to and protecting things that maybe you don't need to, that you need to share. See the Three of Pentacles, he's offering it. That's not what's happening in this card. You're kind of holding on, what's that saying? Oh, I don't remember. I'm having a hard time with words today. Hanging on by your fingernails. I think that's what I was getting at. And in order to progress, you're going to have to just let go. Take a deep breath and let go. Smell the roses, smell the flowers, smell the transition happening. Let it happen, and let yourself come back into balance. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this. Put this here, cover that up. Put that there. And then I want to bring your crystal in here. All right, so that's what I've got so far. The change, and this might just be for a couple of you. I keep coming to teaching, right? Teaching and talent. And I think for some of you, it's kind of like a career change, or just a real big, maybe midlife change. As in, I'm leaving this behind, this thing that I've done for so long, for half my life. Well, not half my life, but, for the last decade or so. And I'm going to be, it wasn't what I really wanted to do in the first place, but I'm going to go find that thing that I really wanted to do, and I'm going to pursue it now. And I think that might be the case for some of you. But that there's this fear of, in regards to security, in regards to being able to support yourself. And let's see what Spirit has to say about this. Let's get a few more cards here. Spirit, regarding any of insecurities and fears, what message do you have for pile 2? I have Judgment. I'll hold this up for you to see. What I'm hearing in my head, running around like a chicken without a head. Flustered, perhaps, not sure which way to go, feeling attacked on all sides, or maybe fearing that people are going to attack your decision. That's what I get out of that. But with this yellow and this gold, stand in your power. Stick to your gut, stick to your intuition, to your decision. We also have burden, right? 10 of Wands. You're feeling, perhaps you came to this change because you're feeling burdened, or that, you know, taking on this new role or this new way of living is you're finding it like it's wearing you down, like it's a lot harder than you thought it was going to be. And you're questioning, you're doubting yourself whether you made the right decision. But Spirit is saying that you did make the right decision. I think that feeling of, you know, did I make the right decision is this. It's this card here. Because you're not allowing yourself right now to see all the different possibilities, to see what's happening as a gift, right? The unknowns, the surprises can be wonderful surprises. But if you think in fear, if everything is fear-based, that's what you're going to attract. So you want to be able to take a breath, let out those fears and be like, I chose this. I'm moving forward. I chose this. Here's what I would love to achieve. This is what I want. I chose this. This is wonderful. Like to change the way that you're perceiving it, and the way that you're thinking about it, the way that you're speaking about it, the way that you're sharing with others about it. Don't let it be fearful. Don't let it be fear-based. Let it be hopeful. I have a feeling we may get a hope card here somewhere. So, Spirit, could I get one more message for pile 2? I have 2, actually. Give love and plant the seeds. And that is exactly what I'm feeling. The message is plant seeds that are not fear-based. Plant the seeds of joy, of change, of hope. Remain hopeful. And don't beat yourself up over it, right? Give yourself some love. Feel the joy that comes with the anticipation. Feel that anticipation, but joyous anticipation, not fearful anticipation. The fear will bring anxiety. The joy will bring anticipation. Will be exciting, right? You don't know what's coming, but let it happen. Let it happen. Let's see what the universe has for you. The universe is supporting you. Your spirit guides are supporting you. Let that energy come to fruition in your life. Don't create any obstacles or blocks by staying in fear and negativity. I'm going to bring the positive aspects of transformation into what you're going through. Stop and smell the roses. Stop and smell the flowers. And that help make you feel a bit more grounded, rooted, secure. And bearable, I think, is another word that popped into my head. That you want to make this transition and this transformation bearable. And you do that by changing how you think about it, your perspective of it. Letting it be positive rather than negative. Letting it be filled with hope and not fear. Let that joy in. Excitement. Again, excitement is a word that keeps coming through. Feel excited about it. That's going to help. That's going to help you. That's going to help you through it. When you feel like overburdened, like it's too much, that people are attacking you for your decision. Be excited about it, and that's going to kind of squash that. All right, pile 2. That's what I have for you today. Again, if you were drawn to pile 1, I would go ahead and read it. Go ahead and watch that one, because there are some themes in here that might pertain to you personally. Just take whatever resonates. Let your intuition pull it together. Hear the message, your personal message from Spirit in that. So, thank you so much for sharing a little bit of magic with me today. I appreciate that you joined me for this reading. And if you did enjoy it, please give a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe and enable notifications to find out when there's new content here on the channel. I do personal readings. The only place that I am doing them are through my Etsy shop. So the link to that, my shop name is Weaving Fate. You can find it through the link in the on the landing page of this channel, or just search out Weaving Fate in the Etsy app or store. That is the only place I'm offering readings. Something similar to this is the Right Here, Right Now reading. I also offer others, ancestor reading, past life readings, to see how all of past matters come into play in your life and what's going on right now. So that's all I have for you. Stay curious, my friends. Attract the wonderful and feel the magic every single day. Much love to you. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hey there, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the amethyst, it's a little bit cloudy, but there are these little bits of refraction in there, sparks. I like to call them sparks of insight. And the Dragon's Blood card. And right off the bat, it really feels like all 3 piles are kind of connected in some way. So I've been encouraging each pile to watch the others and pull out the messages that resonate with you. There definitely is, with this reading today, utilizing your own intuition to create the pattern of your own personal message. And perhaps you watch a lot of pick a card readings, and I think one of the messages here is that you can take something from each of them and let your intuition weave it together and create your own message. I'm even getting that pick up some tarot cards. If you don't know how to use them, start. But that opens up the channel to the divine. This is connection, anima mundi, your connection to source, to life force, of all, to the collective. And, you know, in context with the amethyst, I really do feel that this is going to be a message about utilizing your own abilities and talents to find your own message. I really, all three, I kind of felt like there is this pulling together of different disparate things. I even see it in the card here. Pulling it together to give you a better understanding of the whole picture, or to help guide you, right? If you're looking for a message from your spirit guides, that's it. They're asking you to look around. Look around, be aware of all the signs and synchronicities. And that was in another pile. I believe it was pile 1. So I encourage you to take a look at that. Very spiritual reading today. All right, so let's see what else Spirit has for you. Let's just shuffle and draw some cards. Spirit, what do you have for pile 3 today? What message do you have for pile 3 today? What message do you have for pile 3 today, Spirit? What message do we have for pile 3? Where was that? Here we go. What message do we have for pile 3 today, Spirit? What message do we have for pile 3? 2 of those. I would like one more of these. What message do we have for pile 3 today? Could I get a message for pile 3 today, Spirit? What message do we have for pile 3? I feel like I'm pulling things from a lot of different decks. What message do we have for pile 3 today, Spirit? I need 2 of those. What message do we have for pile 3 today, Spirit? Okay, let's start with this. I hope you can see it. I think pile 2, a few of the cards were out of frame. I'm working with some bigger cards today and not so much space. Space. Feeling like we need to recenter. It's a message I'm getting. We haven't even turned the cards over yet. Recentering and creating space for what it is that you're trying to achieve, bring in. Let's see. All right, so we have the sun. What a beautiful card. The sun is peeking out to, I wanted to say magician first, maybe a hermit, but there it is, the source coming out from behind, coming out from the shadow, shining down on you. And we have the King of Wands. There's another wand there. The red color, feel very red. The red and the gold, root and solar plexus, and the in betweens, the sacral, right? Rooted, grounded in your power. grounding, coming to center. Okay, and we have the Tower. This came out in pile 2 also. Transformation is occurring. Transformation is occurring. And I feel like you're the impetus to it. You're choosing this. You're choosing to make it happen. And that's pretty powerful. I think Spirit is supporting you in that. We have connect with Gaia. Again, support, rooting, grounding, connecting to the life force, connecting to source, to spirit. Were you looking for answer to a question? How to progress? Why is it you feeling a bit stuck, perhaps? I think that working on grounding, working on creating space for the change. And you know, over time as we work through transformations, it gets filled up with other things that maybe, or that space within us gets filled up with other things that perhaps with the daily, with the everyday, that just kind of builds up, kind of like energetic detritus, right? It just piles up, you know, starts to take up space. And unless you're spending time clearing energy, the things that no longer serve you, clearing the things that you pick up throughout the day, the flow gets a little stuck, right? You can't. And what you want is that you want it to be moving. You want that energy to be flowing through you. So perhaps for some of you, what you're leaving behind, or what you're tearing down, you have to allow it to drain, to be released, ground it into the earth, and Gaia, Mother Earth, will take it, and she'll compost it, and she'll neutralize it and allow it, that energy to be utilized for other things. Okay, what else do we have? We have the Queen of Cups. Intuition, compassion, creativity. And I think that's the goal for you, that you're wanting to be sitting in this Queen of Cups energy. And maybe that's not what you're not feeling right now. So grounding, releasing some of the emotional energy that gets you know, that gets stuck. Like my words, they're stuck today. They're not really coming out of my mouth. We have the Seven of Swords. What are you taking with you that isn't yours, right? And I'm not talking about personal property. I'm talking about, or material things. I'm talking about what energies, what problems, what issues are you carrying with you it's not yours to carry. It's not your burden to bear. And the Nine of Cups. And lastly, we have the Emperor. I think this is supposed to remind you of something. I think these last two cards have messages in themselves for you regarding the things that you're taking that don't belong to you, the energies that and issues and burdens that you're carrying that are not yours to do so. Give it back. Give it back. You have your own cup to fill. You have your own cup to fill. You don't need to fill anyone else's cup, just your own. So we need to get rid of that stuck energy. And let's go ahead. I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to use the sound bowl. Let's clear some of that for you. Okay, let's see, what else does Spirit have to say here? Like maybe a little bit more guidance on this. What sort of guidance do you have for pile 3, Spirit? What guidance do you have for pile 3? The Tower, again. Pile 2 had the Tower twice, also. Let's look at the imagery of this one. I almost feel like this right here, you can deal with some of the insecurities that you're feeling regarding this change. I think that you can step into your power and actually really you can be in charge of how you land here. You have a choice of how you land in this situation. And part of that is releasing, again, that energy, grounding, taking the time to think and not just feel. I'm surprised a sword card did not. Oh, besides the 7 of Swords. Like Queen of Swords energy, King of Swords energy, where you're cutting through some of these things that are kind of, it's weighing you down, but it's keeping you from getting grounded. I'm feeling like this. That's the feeling I'm getting. Like you're being kind of tossed around a bit. You're not able to just sink your feet into the ground, right? You're not able to sink your roots into the ground and get some footing here. This might not be for all of you. But the goal here is to clear some of that, regain your footing. You regain your footing. It's gonna clear. It's gonna help clear on its own. Let's see, what other message do you have for? What other message do you have for pile 3? Spirit, what other message do you have for pile 3? I'm building on this. And here's your 9 of Cups. This one, these all belong to you, right? And this is the goal, is to feel the joy in your freedom and your independence. I think for some of you, you're leaving codependency behind. You're learning to stand in your own power and to feel how the universe supports you, the abundance that it can bring you, and that this is the goal for you, right? You're wanting to feel this, and you will feel this. This is what I'm hearing from Spirit. You will feel it. We just have to get some of the foundational elements in order first, right? And part of that is clearing. clearing and not holding on to that which does not belong to you. All right. We might even get 2 more. Let's see. Give another message for Pile 3 Spirit. Help clarify what's going on. Release. Perfect. Release. Absolutely. Here, let me show that to you. Release all of the blocked emotion. Release that which does not serve you. That which does not serve your highest good. Keep your goal in mind. Keep your goal in mind. That's one of them. This is another. Keep the goal in mind. And you now have some steps that you can take. Grounding. You have some steps you can take in releasing it, to help you feel like there's flow to it, that it's moving, that you're not stuck in this one part of the transformation. Remember that I think for several of you, quite a few of you, this was your choice because that's what you want. You're choosing that to get to that. So here's a step you can take to help you achieve it. Alrighty. And that's what I have for you today, Pile 3. Again, I'm going to encourage you to maybe peruse the other two piles, recordings of their readings, and see if there's anything else there that can help you on your path through this transformation, to help you feel connected and supported to Spirit, by Spirit. Okay. Well, thanks so much for joining me today. Thanks for sharing in a little bit of magic. I appreciate it. I appreciate you stopping by the channel. I know it's a pretty new channel and just getting going. I do readings, personal readings, only through my Etsy shop. Those are written readings. When I write out the readings, I'm able to sit with the message a bit longer, and I get a lot out of it. This is kind of just a general reading, a new project I've taken on to learn how to I'm transforming in my own way from writing to video, and this is my little project. This is my little practice doing it, and I'm very grateful that you stopped by to hear it today. So if you'd like a personal reading, the name of my shop on Etsy is Weaving Fate. I've got the link on the landing page for this channel. This reading is similar to my Right Here, Right Now readings. I also do other readings, ancestor, past life, past matters, bringing it all together, seeing how karma and soul contracts and past life events affect you in the here and now. So and a few other things. So you can find that there in the Etsy shop. But I wanted to thank you very much again for joining me, and I am sending you lots of love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.